It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll get a look here at Derrick Henry. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Cowboys and the Ravens, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
Well, you couldn't ask for a more picturesque day and perfect weather for a game of football, as excitement is high for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for joining us, football fans. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart in the booth for this one. And Brock, any play could be a big play with the type of wide receivers we have here today.
It's gotten to the point where you simply can't cover, Kate, the elite receivers in the NFL today.
Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And off we go from Dallas. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they're brought out by the reigning MVP, the second of his career, the best runner in the game. It's Lamar Jackson.
While we all love to talk about the quarterback, he really wasn't at the forefront of their win last week, Kate. Kind of took a step back and let some of his teammates shine. Yeah, he made a good mark with a touchdown pass, a bad mark with an interception. Welcome to life in the NFL as a quarterback. You know he wants to make a little more noise, elevate everybody else a little better than he did a week ago.
Right off the rip, he's throwing deep. And what a way to get this one started, but his deep shot falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throwing again is Lamar. Got his target. It's Hill. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. They go play fake with Jackson. Rolling out to his left. Throw secured by George Pickett. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. Working inside the red zone. Flush down now to his left. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Pushing the pace right away to start the game. Henry is in. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys finish up an excellent opening series. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Deontay Hardy to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And leading them out from Central Michigan, an undrafted free agent back in 2017 and still here. It's Cooper Rush.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result. So expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They bring the tight end in motion. From the 33 on 2nd down. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 14. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Another run for Henry. Pushing for the red zone. And he's finally taken down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. From the red zone now. He's on the move. Ravens swoop it in, and they bring him down. And they're headed in reverse after that sack. Loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Escapes the pocket. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Cowboys break the tie here in the first. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Aubrey now to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their 2nd possession. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Option give here. Past midfield to the 45. And they'll finally bring him down at the 22. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Touchdown, Baltimore! Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Nixon now to return it. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45. The Cowboys and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. And we haven't even hit the break yet, but already we're looking at this likely becoming a 100-yard game for him in the very near future, and expect more to follow after that. He's got it at the 6. Touchdown, Dallas. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys, friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls.
They send one of the tight ends in motion right. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down. We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Ravens at a deficit. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Rush now. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And the deficit stays at 7.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Completes this one to Hill. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. 1st down, here's Lamar. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Blitz coming here, Jackson. And he rocks the tackler. And this is down all the way to the 3. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1?
And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard.
Still 1st down.
Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. This throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. The Cowboys signaling for their 1st time out. Lamar throwing again. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Looking for the back that time. And now it'll be 3rd and goal. Jackson yet again. Vacates quickly left side. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys will add to their lead at the end of the half. George Pickens the touchdown. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here. Running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Kate. And some players, that's the world they thrive in. Finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. He's going to field this at the 2. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. All right, here we go. 2nd down. So we've hit the end of... Not everyone's a fan of the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll keep our focus right here. Let's get back to football with the start of the 2nd half. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Ravens back out on... And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And as this play winds up out of bounds, let's see what that flag is all about. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. A tight end. Throwing now off play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Back now, pressure on its way. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. 45 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over with some excellent field position. Markers reset, ball at the 37. 1st and 10, here's Jackson. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. And the Ravens go in nickel, 3rd down. Running once more with Henry. Oh, he trucked that defender. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. From the gun, Jackson. On the move, headed right. He brings it in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Lamar now from the gun. Catch is made in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got.
And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys push their lead further to start the half. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys stretch their lead to 21. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing, rush. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Complete out to the right side. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Rush looking to pass. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Gets this one to Andrews. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he's brought down for a loss. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Ravens football, and they'll look for some points here, but might just be too little too late in a lopsided 4th quarter. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here's Rush. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're whistling for a stop here. And that's one of the Cowboys who's in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They put Flowers in motion right. Another try following the sack. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
How many times we see these coaches after games sit there at the press conference, they pull out the stat sheet, and when they do, they look for some anomalies. And today, well, this head coach is going to be very proud of a defensive effort, getting after the quarterback 6 different times. 6 sacks, and they've had a heyday in the backfield. Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, And the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
He sends this one to the end zone. And on fourth down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. First down throw for Jackson. He puts everything behind this one. He's got it inside the 10. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
From the red zone now. Forced out to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys put up even more points in a win. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His 5th total score of this ball game. That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys continue piling onto this lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Hardy on the return. And look at this return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And this game might... They've got first down from the 31. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He's got Andrews. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Receiver in motion, going left. They go play action on first. Bateman hauls it in. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Ravens trying to do some window dressing. Markers reset, ball at the 37. To the air with Rush. Completed to Flowers. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. 3rd and long for him here. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. First throw for the backup now. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. The drive begins with Henry. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. mistake. That's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Wanted to hit his tight end there, but a defender anticipated it, got a hand on it, and it is picked up.
Yeah, I think this defenses today have figured it out. There's a lot of good tight ends, and they can be mismatch makers, so you better have an awareness and coverage of where those tight ends are. This defense did, and boy, what a big play to take that ball away.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. So it's a win for the Cowboys. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL, as they're now up to a 3-0 start. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.
It's week 4 of the National Football League, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Cowboys and the Giants under the lights on Thursday night.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Alongside fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll have Lamar Jackson calling the shots, the former Heisman Trophy winner from Louisville.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
And you think back to the success he had throwing the football in the win last week, so naturally, he's going to come out throwing here, but that time, they couldn't connect.
Little short pass here to Hill. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Now Jackson going to shift him around. Back to throw now on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
The Cowboys hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
You talk about this Giant defense.
And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
That is caught, and he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 21 yards there, a big play on 4th down.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
They go play action now. Jackson. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. They go play action to Jackson. Out to his left. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
George Pickens,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Cowboys put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Out the 26-yard line. Just
right there, initial drive of the game. They will be led out by a 2nd-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
They'll run here with a rookie. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Tracy going to get it on 1st down.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Right back to Tracy.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Block now to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Micah Parsons.
Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal.
From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Jackson.
Finds Pickens out right.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Jackson now. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson, forced out to his left. And they'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. Throwing is Jackson. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Holding offense.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
To throw again is Jackson, escaping the pressure right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
A big play there for the Giants. 46 yards.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. In motion, Slayton. 3rd down, here's Tracy.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year.
And the Giants have got it back to within a score. Gano the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Play action. Now Jackson.
That's caught downfield by Pickens.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 7.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's Jackson.
Got an open man. It's Pickens. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now it's Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
Jackson. And that'll be incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Jackson will throw again.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far into this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Chubb trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll try again with Chubb, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Nick Chubb as the first half is winding down.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And it's now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have come to halftime, and what's already...
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I established a running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think they get back in balance. It'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Running left is Tracy.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
They'll go again with Tracy.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now this thrown deep for Slayton.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, 57 yards.
And the Giants are back within a score.
Extra point try good by Gano. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Cowboys offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
He's got this to Pickens. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
That is caught by Lamb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 29 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Aubrey now for the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Another drive coming up for New York's offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing now is Locke.
Now this thrown deep for Slayton.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Again, they'll throw with Locke. His throw incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6.
They run it again with Chubb. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the... Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go up the middle with Chubb. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, they're going with Chubb. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit Pater, but they're going to go for it. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. Now a 2nd and 2. Block going to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They look to throw. It's locked. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Here's Locke to throw. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Locke looks to throw it again. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
To throw it is Locke. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Noah Gray, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Gano the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it.
That'll be caught by Hill.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And trouble trying the middle here. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
Touchdown!
David Njoku.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now the Cowboys going to burn the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And just shutting him off there.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
And the Giants ready to come out now.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now, throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Locke, gotta have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.
So for Dallas, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign.